Good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel and happy Monday. And what an interesting one. It was relatively quiet for the most part throughout the day, but you know what? The Bulls have done exactly what they need to for the time being, and that is defending the weekly 21 EMA. And this is something that we discussed in last night's Sunday night prep video. Which was the main focus for the Bulls to really start to dig into. So it's only one day, and we got some really important inflation data coming up tomorrow and Wednesday. So we'll see if the market bulls can continue to hold on to that weekly 21 EMA or if we'll start to slide back down. But as you can see here on the SPY, even on the daily, it's a little bit interesting because on TOS, it does show me that this gap here at 576.74 was filled. However, if I come over to Trading View, we can see that it didn't quite give us the same reading here. So I'm going to have to figure that one out. Let me know if it's the same on your end as well. So Trading View doesn't show that the gap is filled, whereas TOS says definitely yes. So opening down here at about 575.60 and closing at the highs. But, you know, regardless, a pretty interesting grind today, especially in the afternoon hours. We can see that on the right-hand side, we got this. This is a 1 minute time frame. And we opened things with the gap down. We had a nice little move. Actually, it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was nice. You know, it was kind of sloppy at best. A lot of back and forth, and we couldn't really get into trend. And it wasn't until noon until we got the bigger move to the upside where we got that more of that trending situation. So yeah, it made things pretty interesting. The SPY did close the gap on that was created this morning with the gap down. It filled that gap up, and now we just kind of got a little bit of a reset. SPY closing up about 0.1%. The Qs were the worst ones off, down altogether by about 0.3 of a point. Didn't quite fill the gap like the SPY did, but that's okay. But the big thing here is the Qs did exactly what they needed to do, and that was defend the 21 weekly EMA. And like I said on yesterday's session, was the line in the sand for me was or is 500 on the Qs. So that remains the case here moving forward this week with the inflation data on tap. The bigger story was definitely the Dow and crude oil. The Dow had the bigger session with industrials and healthcare and some of the biotech names outperforming the overall market. Dow closing up just shy of 1%. So good stuff on there. But, you know, we're still looking to see, you know, one day doesn't make a trend. Is this just a bounce? Are we going to continue to see a bounce into the daily 21 EMA? Or are we just going to roll over with that inflationary data? It's anybody's call at this point. You know, what was fantastic this morning at 5 a.m., our good friend Kramer tweeted out, truly a hideous opening, just a total washout coming, thinking that, oh Lord, we're gapping down below the 21 EMA. This is just a mess. This is just a repeat from last week, and we're going to you know, come on down. But nope, he called the bottom, as you can see. Thank you, Trend Spider, with this graphic. Called pretty much the bottom almost to the T right here at 5 in the morning. And, you know, we of course launched throughout the session. Not launched, but we gradually moved higher. And then the afternoon session, we definitely moved higher. And that was that. So we did not, in fact, get a total washout, nowhere close to it. And even still, you know, when we look at the market internals, you know, look at the VIX. The VIX got absolutely ate up today, down about 1.3%, closing at the lows at about 19, completely rolling over. That was a good signal for market bulls. The main thing that I was focusing in on, though, as well, not only just the VIX, but was the advanced decline issues. Good trend, and you can confirm that with that 12 o'clock move all the way up through the close. Just a beautiful trending situation that we had for the afternoon. So this was actually a great tool for me to use today, as well as the VIX. And the VIX, yeah, definitely got going. But as you can see, a lot of the big boys, Apple, Microsoft, they didn't quite wake up too much. Maybe Nvidia, I believe Tesla woke up there at the end, closing right at the daily 21 EMA here on, as we can see on TradingView. So that's something to keep an eye on. But for the most part, overall quiet session. Crude oil up about 2.75%. They had a really nice day. In general, energy up 1.75%. Let's see. Yeah, and it's just one of those things. There's no data, no major earnings, but we are coming into some pretty important stuff here tomorrow with PPI. PPI is going to be tomorrow, so all eyes are going to be on that. That'll come in before the market bell, so be paying attention to that. Other than that, let's see if the market bulls can continue this march up. If we want to recap the scores here, bulls continue to hold the weekly 21 EMA. On the daily, we can see that we are in a neutral position now, as we've filled this gap here on TOS, and we've filled the gap on the gap down this morning. We're a little extended from the daily 21 EMA, which sits at about 590. Something to keep in mind. But the hourly time frame also signals that we're still in a bearish assessment here, as we are waiting to see if we can break out, at least, get a change of character and a break of structure. Until then, this is still an overall downtrend. We just called a nice little move to the upside today, and that's exactly what the bulls needed to do. Nothing more, nothing less. Just hold the line and get us through the data print coming out in tomorrow and on Wednesday. Real quick, we'll check out the 30-minute. Just to zoom in, yeah, strong bear here again, although we did reclaim the 21 30-minute. So again, no change of character here. Still an overall downtrend. The market just had a nice push up. So we still want to give the benefit of doubt to bears. This is still the bears market to lose. So like I said, we'll see what happens in the next day or two. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Cute, short, and sweet. Can't stress it enough. Defense these next coming few days with the inflation data coming out, and we'll see where the market goes. Day trading is your friend, and swing trades, just be a little bit more careful, size down, and especially if you're trying to play longs, if you're trying to play bounces, do not go heavy, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys, that'll be it for me. Take care. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.